Hello everyone, hope you're doing well in these weird times. So today we're back in the helicopter as there's been an update and it's a big one. So it's current version 0.81 and there's been loads of changes, but I'm not gonna go through all of them because the video would be 5 hours. So instead I'm just gonna highlight the most important ones and in my opinion the most relevant ones. So let's not waste any more time and let's get right into it. Okay, so we jump inside the helicopter and first thing we do is switch on the batteries so we can see everything is coming to life and everything, let's say, looks like before, a bit different. So let's go ahead and start our engines. So as you just saw from the outside, the animation for the rotor start is been updated. It's now much more realistic, and also there's been some new sound implementation which makes it even better than before. So there's been an installation of ADF radio, fuel quantity has been updated and fuel burn adjusted. Engine sounds and fuel burn now responsive to your collective input. Also, miscellaneous page, which is this one, has been updated. If you saw my last video on this helicopter, you can notice that it's much different right now. So the main change here is that right now if you press on one input, is gonna get highlighted in green, which means that it's currently active, so you know what the helicopter is gonna do, or at least is gonna try to do. They fixed rotor blur texture, they have better light skids feel. There's been also some bug fixes. For example, the engine number 2 was not starting for some users, so that's been fixed as well. Some changes to the flight model, torque reduced slightly, and ETL increased slightly. For the engines, again, adjusted fuel consumption at high end, and if you press Ctrl E to start, it will also engage the FADEC. Again, rotor animation slightly more fluid through startup and shutdown. Nav lights and panel lights now off by default. ACAS alignment adjusted for dual indication when one side is alerted and the other isn't. Updated texture for engine controls and fuel pump button that you can see right here. Now if I press the FADEC switch, everything will go off apart from fuel pump and pitot heat heater. So to let them go away, press these two buttons and you're all set to go. So right now we are in Aspen, beautiful mountain location. Right now I'm flying with the basic flight model, so the easier version. But if you press G, as you can see, it's gonna toggle between the flight models. So right now I am in advanced, which means I have to control the torque. So the amount of torque you are feeling is also given by the amount of collective you are giving. So if you give more collective, you're gonna experience more torque. For example, right now I'm not touching anything. The heli wants to spin on itself. If I give less collective, it stops. Right now I'm gonna level it off, otherwise we crash. And this is getting better and better. I already feel it's a bit more user-friendly than before. Let's see if I can hover, because before I wasn't able to. Mainly because it's my fault. I mean, I'm a noob, of course. So yeah, right now it feels easier to control. The sounds are really nice. I have been enjoying this a lot, I have to say. I've been using it really a lot, because I've never been a fan of helicopters, I have to say. Always use planes in the simulator, but since this came out I've been starting to become more and more curious about helicopters, so auto rotation and how they work. So I've been doing my research to increase my knowledge in the subject. It's really nice. I mean, now I have another understanding of these incredible machines and how complicated they are. And they are also safer than you think, because you can land without engines, which is a particular technique. It's called auto rotation, and I highly recommend you to Google it. There are many videos that explain really well how to do it. Well, no, not really how to do it, but how it works. Okay, let's reduce the collective. Let's try to make a steep turn right here. And let's see if we can land without crashing. Okay, with the basic flight model, hovering is much easier. So, as you can see, I'm doing it right now. Once again, this is a completely free add-on. So, the only thing you need to do is to click on the link and download it. As usual, I will leave the link in the description down below. So, feel free to download it. But let's get to the interesting part. So, let's land so I can show you. So, as you can see right here, we have this display that you can use for whatever you want. You can set it as another navigation display, you can put it with the autopilot's input, or here there's this button which it's EFB. So EFB is an electronic flight bag that it's a really cool feature, and there's on other aircraft as well. But here it says open EFBconnect app. To use this feature you actually have to download the third-party software, which is super light and works very well. To download it I recommend you to go on the Discord page of Hype Media Group. and in there you will find all the instructions. It comes with a full document with everything you could possibly need to make it work. Right now I will just show you how to make it work once you have everything installed. Okay, so here we are. You just open the EFBconnect app and you get this screen. So you have 3 links: Maps, Google, SkyVector and YouTube. So what this EFB does is basically a browser web for your helicopter. So you can use whatever you want, but right now I'm gonna click on SkyVector, and as you can see, it's gonna load the map inside the helicopter. So if I go to the helicopter and click on, for example, World VFR, it will work. So you can see, for example, your procedures from this page, and it's really nice. You can also use the buttons here to go back. Let's say we go to Google Maps. Well, now I should sign in, but I'm not gonna do it. But you can also do this if you want, or YouTube if you want to watch a video while you're flying. Maybe a tutorial. Yeah, that could be useful as well. You get the same page basically. It's super nice. It gets better and better. One thing I should mention to make it work: once you launch the EFBconnect app, you don't have to minimize the application. You just click on the simulator and let it run in the background, because if you minimize it, it's not gonna work. They're not gonna talk to each other. If you want to save, for example, let's say here you have the procedure you want to follow and you don't want to move it anymore, then you just press data and it's gonna get stuck. For example, if I press right now on VFR or low airways, it's not gonna do anything, so it's stuck in this page. If I press it again, boom, World VFR. I mean, super cool. Okay guys, so you saw the shutting down animation too. So this is it for this video. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you didn't, a dislike, no problems at all. Let me know down in the comments what do you think, and I'll see you in the next one.